How to reverse diabetes naturally. It became apparent to medical researchers that certain carbohydrates absorbed quickly into the system and others absorbed more naturally and were more desirable alternatives to the high-rated carbohydrates. By 1981, the medical community was discovering the effect of the glycemic index on the body, not only pertaining to diabetics, but to others as well. Other fruits and vegetables, however, are preferable than white rice, white bread, cornflakes and anything made with white refined sugar or flour. Other good glycemic foods include whole grain breads and pastas. If you or a loved one has type I or type 2 diabetes, you should switch to whole grain breads and pastas made from wheat flour. It is very important for a patient with diabetes to work with their physician to get the right dosage of each medication and never double a dosage or cut one in half. Prandan cannot be used in women who are pregnant or nursing children. Starlix is another drug that works similar to Prandan but does not require adjustments. So, can a good diet keep diabetes at bay? The answer is yes. While it cannot cure a patient of diabetes, a good diet low in foods that have high ratings in the glycemic index and high in proteins can help an individual with this condition live a longer, healthier life. Until there is a cure for this potentially life-threatening condition, it is important for all people who suffer from diabetes to familiarize themselves with the glycemic index so they can better understand how to control their disease. An exercise regime is often recommended, which can be good for depression, but people with depression often have little energy to begin an exercise regime. As the depression continues, people often lose interest in monitoring their blood sugar levels and may even skip their medication. Symptoms of depression include a loss of pleasure in everyday activities you used to enjoy as well as a change in appetite. Medical science is continuing to search for a cure for diabetes, which has reached epidemic proportions in some areas. Until a cure is found, however, there are many ways to treat this disease. When someone gets a diagnosis of diabetes, they often panic and are overwhelmed at all of the information. If you or a loved one is diagnosed with diabetes, become empowered by learning all you can about treating the illness, learning about different medications and making sure that you comply with orders given by your physician. Most of the food that is grown today is from genetically modified, GMO seed and is grown inorganically using chemical fertilizers, pesticides, herbicides and fungicides. We live in a world where scientists believe they are smarter than God.